Only two teams in football history have ever won back-to-back World Cups. Italy in 1934 and 1938. Brazil in 1958 and 1962. The last time it happened? 1962. That's 64 years ago. Argentina just won in Qatar, and now they want to do it all over again. But can they? Let's find out. Here's the brutal truth about defending a World Cup title. France won the World Cup in 1998. In 2002, they were knocked out in the group stage. Italy won in 2006. In 2010, group stage. Gone. Spain won in 2010. In 2014, group stage again. Out. 3 defending champions in a row, all eliminated before the knockout rounds. The moment you win it, every team studies you. They know exactly how you play. So is Argentina walking into the same trap? Or are they genuinely different? Argentina didn't just win in Qatar. Since that trophy, they've barely lost a match. They won the 2024 Copa America, their 3rd in a row. They arrived at this World Cup ranked #1 in the world. And at the center of all of it, a 38-year-old making his 6th and final World Cup appearance. 6 tournaments, 1 mission, 1 last chance to do the impossible. But motivation alone doesn't win football tournaments. Let's look at the actual case for and against. The case for Argentina. First, this squad is almost identical to the one that won in 2022. Julian Alvarez, Lautaro Martinez, Enzo Fernandez, Alexis Mac Allister, all still here. But the biggest change? Argentina no longer depends on one man. In qualifying, they beat Brazil 4-1. With their best player sitting on the bench. A system that wins without its best player is a system that's very, very hard to stop. Their group is manageable. Algeria, Austria, Jordan. On paper, 3 wins are very achievable. They get out of the group and they hit form. Suddenly, the draw opens up beautifully. Now the case against, and it starts with age. Otamendi is 37. Tagliafico is 33. Several key players are in the final miles of their careers. And where does their best player play his club football? Inter Miami, in MLS. Inter Miami rank 89th globally in club power rankings. For context, that's lower than several teams in this tournament. There's also a historical stat nobody can ignore. No team has ever retained the World Cup on a different continent. The heat in the USA, the travel distances, the time zones. North America is a different beast. And the odds makers? They don't even have Argentina as favorites. Spain, France, and England are all rated higher. So here's the real question, the one that actually decides this. When Messi is motivated, truly, fiercely, finally motivated, what happens to the teams in his way? This is his last World Cup. He knows it. His teammates know it. And every opponent knows it too. In 2022, he was the best player at the tournament by a distance. And he was only 35. 3 years older, but playing for something no player has ever had the chance to play for before. Let's map out the path. Round of 32, probably Uruguay or Cabo Verde. Winnable. Quarterfinals, potentially Brazil. The South American grudge match of all grudge matches. Semifinals, possibly Portugal. Messi against Ronaldo, on the biggest stage, one last time. And the final, potentially France or Spain. Either one would be the hardest match in world football. But if Argentina wins that final at MetLife Stadium on July 19th, it would be the greatest back-to-back in football history. But if they fall early, it could be the end of the greatest era Argentina has ever known. History says no. The odds say probably not. But Argentina have been defying both for 4 years straight. If you're betting against Messi in his final dance, you'd better have a very good reason. Will Argentina do it? Drop your prediction in the comments below and subscribe because we're covering every big story from this World Cup right here.